Without the tax market, equilibrium occurs at a point A. The equilibrium price of cigarettes is $5 per pack, and 4 billion packs of cigarettes are sold per year. A dollar per pack tax on cigarettes will cause the supply curve for cigarettes to shift up by $1 from S1 to S2. The supply curve shift up by $1, the amount of the tax. If the firms were willing to sell 4 billion packs at a price of $5 before the tax, the price needs to be exactly $1 higher in order to convince them to sell 4 billion packs. This is because firms' marginal cost effectively increased by $1 per unit. The new equilibrium occurs at point B. Quantity sold falls to 3.7 billion packs. The tax increases the price paid by consumers to $5.90 per pack. Producers receive a price of $5.90 per pack, point B, but after paying the $1 tax, they were left with $4.90 at point C. The government will receive tax revenue equal to the green shaded area. Consumer surplus and some producers' surplus will become tax revenue for government, and some will become dead weight loss, shown by the yellow shaded area. Tax indents: who actually pays for a tax? In the market for gasoline, the buyers effectively paid 80% of the 10-cent per gallon tax, and sellers pays 20%. This is referred to tax indents, the actual division of the burden of a tax between buying and selling in a market. What determines this tax indent? Important observation: not whoever has the legal obligation to pay the tax. If the buyers have legal obligation to pay the 10-cent tax on gasoline, the price will pay the price for seller receive and the quantity traded all remain the same. The tax indent does not depend on who has the legal obligation to pay the tax. What determines the tax indents? The indents of taxes determined by relative slopes of the demand-supply curve. A steep demand curve means the buyer do not change how much they buy when the price changes. This results in them taking on much of the burden of the tax. A shallow demand curve means that buyers change how much they buy a lot when the price changes. Then they could not be forced to accept as much of the burden of the tax.